Welcome back to the show. I'm so freaking grateful that you are here. I'm so excited to get into today's topic. We're talking about 5 tips to stay focused on your goals, okay? This is kind of the thing that happens with change and chasing goals and all these things when you're kind of like moving into your self-development journey. Part of you, a big part of you, wants to really take action on your goals, whatever they may be, and you stay super focused for a week or maybe even a couple weeks, and then something comes around and you kind of let other people dictate how you show up. And let me explain. Let's just say one of your goals is to feel really, really good, and to feel really, really good, you are implementing a morning routine. You've been so consistent with your morning routine, you're really starting to see the effects of feeling really good in your skin, feeling confident, energized, magnetic, and all the things. And then Thursday rolls around and maybe either your coworkers or a girlfriend says, hey, let's go get happy hour. And there's a big part of you that's like, oh, I probably shouldn't. Like, I want to stay home. I don't want to drink. I want to go to bed early so I can wake up and do my morning routine. But there's this other part of you that's like, well, I've been doing so good. I might as well just go and enjoy myself. Like, I don't want to be miserable while trying to make myself feel better. And, going and hanging out with a girlfriend and having a drink is going to make me feel good right now. You go to the happy hour, you say fuck it to your goals, and you wake up, and the next morning you sleep in, you don't do your morning routine, and you don't feel good, okay? So this is exactly what I mean when I say so many of us want amazing, positive change, but a lot of times we end up falling off because we don't actually stay focused on our goals. So we're going to talk about 5 tips for you to really stay focused on your goals. Welcome to the It Girl Mindset, where I help you step into the next level version of yourself by mastering your mindset, manifesting your deepest desires, and connecting deeply with your body. It's about becoming the most authentic, radiant, unapologetic, and unbothered version of yourself. Together, we're going to chat about how to unlock your true potential and create a life that feels as good as it looks. If you're ready to become the healthiest, hottest, and most abundant version of yourself, you're in the perfect place. Let's get into it. Before we kind of get into the 5 tips, I do just want to say a lot of times we need to think, rather than thinking of short-term gratification, we need to think about our long-term picture, okay? But in that example that I just used, you're thinking about the short term. You're like, oh, well, drinking's going to be fun right now with my girlfriends, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not demonizing drinking, by the way. I just want to put that out there. I am just trying to get you to understand that rather than thinking about what you want in this very moment, I want you to think about what you want long term. That is just going to play a huge role in impacting how you decide to move forward and how you decide to learn and grow and continue to prioritize your goals, okay? So, number 1, create a strong why. Whatever this change may be, whether that's feeling good in your skin, maybe that's a business goal, maybe that's starting a side business, maybe it's, saving up money, making a career change, whatever it may be, what is the true reason why you want that thing? Why do you want more money? Why do you want your soulmate? Why do you want more girlfriends? Why do you want to start a side business? Why do you want to be fitter? What is the deep underlying reason, okay? And just because I used to be a holistic health coach, a lot of people want to lose weight. They're like, I just want to look good. That is like dipping your toe in. That is actually, no. That is one layer of the onion, okay? We have to get to the core reason why you actually want the body of your dreams, okay? It's not to look good, okay? That might be one layer, but there are so many more deep layers underneath that onion that we're gonna keep peeling back, okay? What is this change gonna do for you? How is it gonna make you feel? Again, I want you to keep going deeper and deeper and deeper until you actually get to the root cause as to why you want this thing, okay? So if even having a business, owning your own business, you could be like, I want to make more money. Okay. I want to help people. I want to feel freedom. I want to take vacation whenever I want. Okay. So it's again, keep asking yourself why until you get to the root cause of why you want the goal or whatever it may be. Again, even with body, a lot of times, while yes, we want to look good, but we actually want to feel confident. We actually want to feel magnetic. We want to feel radiant, abundant. We want to truly love ourselves, okay? See how it's like so much deeper than I just want to look good. Tip number 2 is to shift at a subconscious level, okay? The reason there's part of us that wants to focus on our goals and there's part of us that's like, fuck it, whatever, I'm just gonna go happy hour with my girlfriends, is because that is your conscious and your subconscious mind banging heads with each other, okay? And a lot of times, your subconscious mind is gonna win because it's 95% of your actions. You have to have really freaking strong willpower in your conscious mind. But if you heal it at a subconscious level, it becomes easy. It's a no-brainer. You don't have to fight between this. Do I want to do it? Do I not? Do I want to do it? Do I not? Do I go to happy hour or do I go to bed early and do my night routine so I can wake up feeling good? Do I eat the pizza? Do I eat something more nutrient dense that I know is going to make me feel better? Again, it's like we're constantly fighting. Unless you heal it at a subconscious level, then it's a part of you and it's easy and it just comes naturally to you because that's just who you are. Again, your conscious mind is logical, willpower, reasoning. That's 5% of your actions, habits, and how you show up. Subconscious mind is autopilot. These recurring habits that we have, that's 95% of your actions, your habits, how you show up in the world. 95%. I'm not going to go into too much detail on subconscious versus conscious mind, but your subconscious mind is always trying to keep you safe, aka it's trying to keep you comfortable. So that's why in those moments, you're like, why would that be my subconscious mind trying to keep me safe? Because what's normal for you is to not push past the, I'm going to say no to my friends, because that feels unsafe to you. You saying no to your friend, being afraid that they're going to be mad at you, that's the unsafe part here. So you are subconsciously saying yes because you have this fear of losing them, potentially. Again, everybody's brain works differently, but that could be one of the reasons why you say yes to going to happy hour, even though consciously you really want to stay home. But again, your brain's trying to keep you safe, so it's going to tell you no, it's fine, just go to happy hour. You don't want to upset your other friend, which is where people-pleasing tendencies come in and everything like that. Okay, so shifting it at a subconscious level is going to be so powerful. And to change at a subconscious level, you can do NLP. Highly recommend listening to some of my other podcast episodes that have a little bit more detail on how to rewire your mind at a subconscious level. But NLP is great. You also don't need NLP. You can do it mentally by repeating the thought that you do want over and over again. NLP is just it takes 10 minutes and it's so quick and easy. Tip number 3 is to change your identity. I haven't told this story on the podcast in a while, so I thought I would go into it. So I was overweight in college, drinking, partying, all of the things as people do when they go to college. And then I gained probably 15 pounds, maybe 20 pounds, somewhere around there. One day, I read this book. I was just so done with feeling uncomfortable in my own skin, and I found this book called Skinny Bitch. Don't recommend it. It convinced me to be vegan. Long story short, it convinced me to be vegan. I lost 20 pounds so quickly, and before, again, do not go vegan. I just want to say that, okay? The reason I lost the weight wasn't the diet. Yes, I was eating super nutrient-dense foods, but the reason I was able to stick with the foods that I was eating, because again, I've tried Weight Watchers, intermittent fasting, low carb, non-fat. I did everything that you could possibly think of to lose weight, could never stick with it. And the reason is because when I was vegan, I embodied the shit out of a vegan. I made it my whole personality. If someone was to be like, oh, do you want to split nachos? I'd be like, no, I can't, I'm vegan. Or hey, want to go get a burger? I'd be like, oh no, I can't. I don't know who asked you to go just get a burger, but I would say, no, I'm vegan, I don't eat that. It was part of my identity and part of who I was as a human. So it wasn't this question of, oh, do I eat meat or not? Or do I... it wasn't this pull, because at a subconscious level, I knew I was a vegan, and vegans don't do that. Vegans don't eat meat. Vegans don't eat dairy. So it was so easy for me and even enjoyable. Honestly, again, don't go vegan unless you're doing it for animal reasons or whatever. This is a health reason that I would highly recommend not going vegan. It's too hard to get all the nutrients that you need. Anyways, because I embodied it and because it was so easy for me, I lost weight so quickly because I was able to stick with eating just a shit ton of plants, essentially. I was lethargic and didn't have a lot of energy. So again, I'm only telling you this because I want you to see how taking an approach of shifting your identity will truly change how you show up in the world. And if you have a goal that you're trying to reach, maybe it is your dream body, you must embody the version of you that has the body that you want, okay? Do you go to Pilates? Do you drink green juices? Like what is the vibe you're going for when you are trying to accomplish whatever goal, okay? Maybe you're starting a side business, okay? Cool. That means you are a boss-ass CEO while working some other job, okay? You're going to have to be disciplined. You're going to have all these qualities of the person that has the things that you want. So list those qualities out, figure out what they are, and then step into that person. But I just want you to see how trying to just change your habits versus shifting at an identity level where you believe that's truly who you are is different, and it's so much easier to show up into the world when you actually know the identity of who you want to be to have the things that you want. Tip number 4 is to set boundaries, okay? This is really challenging, especially if you are a people pleaser, and I need to do a whole episode on people pleasing, but I used to be a people pleaser, but now I set boundaries. I tell people when I can't go to things. Maybe, even for example, I had a girlfriend who had a baby shower, and I needed to get work done that I didn't get done. And so I had to make the decision based on who I wanted to be. So I had to skip a baby shower to be able to work on my career and my job and my sole purpose. I just had to do that. There are trade-offs. But again, I have embodied the identity that I am putting my sole purpose and my business above a lot of things, not above myself because I'm always taking care of myself, but above a lot of things because that's what I am focusing on right now. And so if I have to say no to things that I want to go to, I just have to do that. But again, it wasn't even a question, to be honest, because I knew that I knew what my priorities are, so I took that action. And I'm not saying to reach your goals, you have to miss out on fun things and friend things and all and whatever it may be and enjoying life, because you can enjoy your life. Again, this is a separate podcast episode. You can enjoy your life while reaching your goals and really enjoy the journey and the process. But it's about making choices. And I want you to feel confident in your choice. I don't want you to I have to miss this thing and then feel guilty about it. It's like, no, set boundaries, have conversations with people. People want you to succeed for the most part, but you have to be your own biggest supporter first in whatever goal it may be that you have. And again, say no to things, even the whole happy hour versus going to bed early. It's not I have to shut out my friends and I can't do this. Or maybe you go to the happy hour and you just don't drink because you know that that's not going to make you feel good. Or maybe you say, hey, do you maybe want to go see a movie instead? Or do you want to grab coffee on Saturday instead? Okay. Just again, making decisions that are aligned with who you want to be and your goals. So setting boundaries can be really, really helpful. And boundaries can be challenging, okay? Especially when it's people we love, because again, our brain's trying to keep us safe. So a lot of times we have this anxiety that if we say no to someone, they're going to be mad at us. And if they're mad at us, that equals danger. We don't want that. We don't want people to be mad at us because then, again, our brain's always trying to keep us safe. So that is triggering to our brain oh my gosh, they're not going to want to be friends with us because our brain is not. Our subconscious mind is it's old and it hasn't evolved in a long time. And so it's kind of right or wrong, black or white. It doesn't have critical thinking. It takes it for what it is. So just to give you an example, a little off topic, but let's just say I say, don't think of a chicken, don't think of a chicken, don't think of a chicken. What are you thinking about? A chicken. You know what I mean? So our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between don't think of this and think of this. It just takes things very literally. So that's just to give you some more context on the subconscious mind. Tip number 5, last but not least, enter your selfish era, okay? If you have a goal that you just know you are meant to accomplish. You know, like your intuition is guiding you and saying, this is what you need to do right now. You're going to feel so good. Be fucking selfish, okay? I think selfish has such a negative connotation, but selfish means putting yourself first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Also, too, being a recovering people pleaser, this was hard for me at first to set boundaries, to be selfish, to say no to things. But when you enter this era, you are going to feel so confident and amazing and just so proud of yourself, and you're going to love yourself so much more because when you put yourself first, you truly know your worth. So, to practice your selfish era, try it in little ways first, okay? If saying no to go to like a friend's bachelorette party or, you know, baby shower, whatever is gonna be too much for you, start small, okay? I think a lot of times, you know, for example, people are like, oh, I don't want to be like too much by ordering something special on the menu or sending your order back if it's not the right thing. Practice that. Send the order back if it's incorrect, or, you know, go to Starbucks and order a drink with like a whole bunch of changes to it or something like that. Like, do little things like that so you can practice maybe with strangers, with people that you don't know, before you practice with people that you do know. That's just something and a tip that I highly recommend trying first. But yeah, be freaking selfish. You deserve it because, again, your desires are your direction. If you have a goal in mind, especially if it's something that you have tried over and over and over again and you're just not getting to where you want to go, try these tips. They are so, so powerful and they're truly going to change your life, okay? They've changed mine and I am fully in my selfish era. I've been in my selfish era for a long time and I love that about myself. I think it's powerful when you can put yourself first above everybody else, okay? And that's why I'm so deep in this self-development. I take courses, I invest in myself because it's important to put yourself first. The last thing I want to mention is I actually just launched a free mini course called Untapped Potential. This is to help you become fearless and step into your true highest self, okay? You are going to have some learning modules, you're going to have a little workbook, and there's a little bonus gift if you make it to the end, okay? The link is in the description below. It is 100% free. Truly, I just want to help as many women as I possibly can, and I hope that this really helps you have the tools that you need to propel yourself forward and reach your goals and become the woman you're always meant to be, okay? The one thing that I ask is if you have any wins or aha moments that you share them with me. I want to know how this work is impacting your life, okay? So shoot me a message on Instagram at Ashley Robuts or send me an email. I would absolutely freaking love to hear from you. Okay, my loves, thank you so much for being here and I'll catch you on the next episode.